What is going on with your brothers and what y'all got going on? Listen, folks, I just got done waking up as well. Just had like about 3 hours of sleep and I am feeling pretty good. Obviously, just feeling normal, just really feeling more better and better, like just really ease up the mind and just really going along with the flow, just really focusing on my intuition, focusing on my inner consciousness, just really treat myself better and better and better, and still keeping on exercising, just still keeping on newer and newer things like spiritually, mentally, emotionally, archetypically, intuitively, and personally, and philosophy and psychically. But physically, I'm not worried about what's really going on. And then so I had went to Walgreens today as well and trying to go see, do they accept passports? And then obviously they really don't allow any passport, but she says that there's something wrong with their camera thingy. And then she says that it would definitely be more activated tomorrow. So I was like, okay, so how much that it will be for the picture and then the transportation. And then she says they don't accept it, but they only like do pictures or whatever. And then like I gotta my information like my photo ID, my birth certificate, and my social security number, and my high school diploma, and all sorts of things. It she said that they do allow at CVS, but if not, they might be allowed at post office. Then I was like, okay, cool. So I went to the one by my house a little bit further down, and then this man says they don't allow that passport right there as they used to, and I gotta go to the one like further and further away. So me and my mother and my service coordinator, we're gonna get it all worked out, and we're definitely gonna get it all checked out again. And then so I'm not gonna give up, and I'm not gonna give up because you may not know they just trying to like play tricks on you just because they know they can see your future. Whether they haven't seen you in a while, whether they haven't seen you in a hot minute, whether they haven't seen you in years, but they can see your future, and then they can see how better your life is getting. But they just trying to distract you, which means like I'm stalking you, following you, and then just trying to like make sure what you got going on, what is your next move, what is your next mission, and what it is all about. And I'm not worried about it, and I'm not worried about what they do. It's just because I'm just going on a mission, going on the mission. Every day, I just constantly going on the mission because I know where my mind is definitely about to head at. Because I'm still gonna get my freaking transport. I mean, my passport, and get like a transport as well, like transcend, just like get everything on transfer there, just to delete everything that I recently live like the American type of thing, and moving over Canada, UK, and Europe. It's gonna be like a good download. It's gonna be like a good uploads in the very, very healthiest way. And it's like a reset and rewind, have like a better revolution and evolution. Just to like a very, very good highest level, consciously and subconsciously, obviously. And then, so yeah, as I was saying, like they can see your future just because they're trying to find a way, trying to stop it. They're trying to make it with a little bit of truth, with a lot of flaws. But you can just like just listen. It's not about the body language, but you can just like just look how that person speak. But when it gets to your intuition, when it gets to your awareness, but whether you get like that feeling, like that tingle feeling, like you know that the person is lying, and just because they don't want you to make it without them. They don't want you to make it better without them. They really don't want you to get it together without them. Don't want you to live your better life without them, love yourself without them, just really be unhappy without them. Because you know they are miserable. You know they lost their self-esteem, no boundaries, and no standards. Because You just be on your phone like I'm just like keeping on studying, keep on studying, and you just like them go to the other lane. You just go to the better direction, and then so that is why living your normal life from within you is so beautiful. Just because you is not trying to make things try to be all extra or trying to be more expensive or you're trying to be more getting like a heartache or being like the same idiot. And because this society makes everything ugly now. The new ages, new world order, and it's like I am so happy that the world is not how it really used to be. It's just because in these last days we were always gonna be waking up. We were always gonna be finding like solutions. We were always gonna be going after towards our intuition, going along with our instinct as well. Just really keeping on going, keeping on going, keeping on going, no matter how hard it is, no matter how you burn or bleed or fall or like stumble, just keep on going, just keep on going, and just keep on working, keep on grinding. And just because you is almost there, but you gotta go to the next chapter. But that is the only thing, because that is why I'm getting my passport, because that is my next chapter right there, because I know where I am heading and I know where I am standing. And just because going against the grain, obviously, because I'm going after everything I say, just because I just feel so alive over and over and over and over, because I'm putting in the work within myself. So tomorrow is the 31st, then so I'm going to be getting my hair cut as I said, as I say I am. And then so and I'm definitely going to be working out in the 1st in September, and just because it's the beginning of the month. So September 1st to the 30th, and going to be keeping on going and going and going and going and going and going and going, because I know for a fact it would definitely will make me more of a beast from within, because physically I obviously don't look tough. I don't look like a scary MFer. I just look even more mystery, even more like a chief, even more like a masculine melanated prince, the highest priest. Just because it really makes me even more responsible to take more action within, makes me more responsible to keep on going, and really makes me even more responsible to just take heed. Just because for a fact I know where I am heading and I know what is my better direction. As long as I just gotta keep it there, that is my self-confidence. And that is the confidence from within. Just because I'm not worried about what it is. Because when the Most High is really giving me more willings and signs, I'm just keeping my faith and I will be alright. It's just because I'm just remaining to be patient, and I'm just remaining to stay strong, and remaining just to have faith no matter how hard it is. Just gotta remain to have faith. It's just because I know for a fact I'm not living in fear and I'm not living in scarcity, because this society really wants us to say like that, so we can falling in love with the American dream, to falling in love, to be more distracted, like the new Jordans, the new sneakers, the new technology, the new watches, like the gold chain, like all of this and that, just trying to make us to focusing what do they do and what do they create, and so trying to make us to stay asleep, like Beyonce, Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. But I got some respect for J. Cole, but his music is definitely even more catchy, but nobody don't understand, but they don't know how come that he basically make these type of lyrics. But don't get me wrong, I've been making that type of stuff too, but I still can, obviously. But when it gets to metal, I can. But like deathcore, like Blacken, I can. But it's definitely not going to be talking about this type of stuff, or how these talking about all of these sin. But I can make it that talks about everything, about the Bible, about the scriptures, about our slave trade, everything from that, like how our fathers was definitely being more of a legendary. And this is why we're the chosen people, and everybody was like, no way, because when I am definitely talking some decent stuff, everybody look at me in a crazy way. And then so they don't believe. But this is why many are called, but few are chosen. But there are some people who are called to listen to this word, but you gotta be real serious. If you really think that, you can definitely can handle it. Whether it scares you, whether you feel all good, but dude, I do all of it. But whether it scares me, whether it makes me feel good, whether it really makes me get it so much craziest, man. The Bible ain't no joke. The Bible ain't real, but the Bible cannot change. That's why I got so much respect for the Bible, and I got so much respect for the true God and His Son. But I'm not claiming it. I'm just real with it, because I am always thinking about it. Whether things try to be inside of my head, try to be inside of my mind, Christ be inside of my mind as well. The true Creator, which means He is the Black Messiah, which means I believe in that 100%. And I do think about the woman who I've been thinking about for 5 years as well. Only these type of things that really keep it more, I'm keeping more faithful, really keeping more specific, really keeping more going and going. And then so yeah, I'm going to be shaving off my beard tomorrow as well. And then so I'm going to start over and just, I'm going to wash my hair after this live stream as well. And then so when I will, and I'm going to use my olive oil and my rosemary oil, but I rather go for the olive oil the most, because it's really making me to stay green. And I'm not talking about you just lighting up a blunt so you can get your head even more messed up, so you can be dumb, quote unquote, effing yourself retarded. And then so I'm very more thankful, and I am very more grateful, because I'm going to be making this for about 20 or 25 or 30 minutes. But if I don't have to, because it means that I am in a hurry, because I'm definitely got to be whatever. It's just because maybe at the park or whatever, because I only ate about one meal today since this morning. Was an oatmeal. And then so I'm going to be going somewhere so I can find me a place to eat whatever by myself. Make sure I don't have to be follow or be stalking. I don't know. It's just because they really want my attention so bad. Just because they really want whatever. It's just because they are brainwashed by the society. It just, the devil is getting inside of them. But the person, whatever it is, doesn't know, but it's still asleep. And that person really wanted to stop it anyway. It's just like the movie, My Soul to Take, and how much his best friend, Bug, and the dude, which means the name, the Ripper, and had got inside of this nerdy dude named Alex. And then that Bug was like, get out of Alex. Just go back to hell where you came from. But just like how I see these gang stalkers as well. The gang stalkers is not how you think it is. The gang stalkers are definitely being controlled by the devil inside of them. And I've been listening to Mark, the Messenger, of what he's been saying. I've been replay it, listen to it again, replay it, listen to it again, replay it, which means rewind, like go back, listen, go back, just like listen. And then I was like, oh, okay, so it really wasn't them by themselves. It was the devil within them. But when the devil's like out of them, it was like, oh man, dude, man, I know this, just because I've been watching movies about this a long time ago. And you would feel good and you would feel better, but don't ever think that. Like, don't ever think that it's all about it. Because if you think that, control them. Make them to get right. If don't, leave them to the curb. Because I know for a fact is, you came here for a reason. Because God really woke you up for a reason. And you're awakening in your body of your inner consciousness. Because that is why you don't make no mistakes. Everything in your life always happened for a purpose and a reason. Because if you regret, if you messed up, it's all for a reason, and everything will make all sense, and everything will get it back together. And it's like stitch you up with all of these broken wounds when everything that has been going on. God will definitely stitch you up, which means heals you from everything about it. And then now you are saying goodbye to the old, and you are saying eternal forever life with the newer you on the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 17, which means I am a fan of that. I am being a new creature, reborn again, which means I won't ever be defeated, and I won't ever be retired spiritually, mentally, because I'm always going to keep this energy. It's just because I think something on the news, but that is why, on the news on my phone, and I was definitely listening to what that was basically talking about of what was coming, and that is why people are not ready. And then I've seen what is going on over there in Poland as well, and I was like, wow. So it's not happening yet, just because of what Vladimir Putin was definitely talking about. Then I was like, yeah, because the only thing I listen to, and I'm just like, just keeping it, is the Israelites. Man, it's freaking cold. My blood is definitely freaking, man, like my blood is definitely making me cold-blooded now. So I basically am warm-blooded and cold-blooded as well. But when winter gets here, man, so I'm going to be making something even more decent. But the only thing you can y'all hear the ice cream truck that I have made a clip of this dude about a month ago? Okay, so last week was walking to the other side of town so I can do some stuff, and the dude driving the ice cream truck followed me all the way towards there. Then I was like, bruh, what is you doing? Do your job. Get to work. Don't let all of your money fade away. Don't let all of your money loose, because this is what you've been working for. Not your job just to follow me, stalking me. And when I be at the store, trying like whatever, and I'm just peeking a little bit, then obviously they be on their phones, like getting a little bit closer. Then I look at them like, what the fuck? And now they want to walk all fast and this and that, and buy what they gotta give. Then they just like walked out. You know, it's like, yeah, you better walk out, and you better drive away too. When I'm about to walk after, you better be gone. And when I walked out, the dude was still there, and the dude's like drove, and he better. Yeah, you better drive away. I got rid of them, clashed them, dashed them, outworked them, outsmart them. I love me. And I did about 4, something like that. I won't say like about 4, like about like 400,000 or more, like or something like that. I'm trying to like pronounce this. It's like type of 50-50. It's like eliminate some, defeat all, make them get disqualified, and make them to be pinfall. It's just like that as well. I like this game. When it gets to these game starters, I will obviously going to be making videos of it, like a short clip. Then that, from now on, I'm going to be making it a short clip as well. Whether they really want to follow me, stalking me, from now on, I'm going to be putting them on camera. But I'm not going to be like I'm speaking on negative, but I'm just going to be showing it who are the real jealous people are. Doing all that just for attention, and I'm definitely going to be putting it on camera. And just because they haven't seen me in a while, Okay, okay, how about this? Going to be putting them on camera and then see what are their response. And that is how that will make them to not be around. Because I know for a fact when they will lose, always will, and always will be, and won't ever get my spiritual title and my spiritual crown. Nothing won't ever slow me down, just like people won't ever slow me down. That's a sign. That is the sign. It's just because they're quit. They 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 quit. Because I said it before and I say it again. It is impossible. It's just because I don't let them in. Because I know for a fact those are not the type of people who I like to be around. They are not. Because I don't choose them. And when they start to leave, and that now I am back into the presence, feeling good again, loving myself again, being the best again, which means I am now. And I got to get back to that presence of how it really was back in January and February earlier this year. And when I will, they're going to go. Going after to their new supply, make that to be addicted. New love bombs, the new intoxicated ones, and they won't ever get me. But if they do try to get a piece of it, walk away silent. And the only thing that it will make them not to get around, tell them this: don't come by, I don't want to see you, or this and that. Whether they try to like them come, especially females as well, whether they really want to come for you just like a love bomb, but whether they really want to get a shot of a love bomb from of me, the last thing I would do is tell them this: I don't want to see you, I don't want you around. I'm gonna be saying all these decent stuff to make that person to not be around. Obviously, I'm gonna keep on defeating them, no matter what. And I'm gonna be focusing on the Bible, which means I am. If I do break their celibacy, I'm going to keep on repenting hard as I can to get my soul back to the Most High, just really in the presence of Him and feeling good again, to get in more knowledge, to get in more downloads, because I know what they're doing, because I woke up out of my sleep. The world and people are nothing, are just a illusion. Just don't assume how they are turning out to be. Assume how you really want your life to be. Assume where you really want to go, where you really want to be at, where you really want to be around, who you can talk to, who you can chat with, who you can F with, who you really want to see yourself a part of. That's what I've been assuming. Because I'm going to another level, and after that level ends, I'm going to the next chapter, getting my passport, and then that's no more gotta go through with America, so-called Babylon the Great. It is definitely that to be more hell. And when I will move to Canada, UK, and Europe, it is not going to be the same, because it's definitely going to delete how I really live it in America. But when I will, it's going to be a new, better wavelength on how I see it when I will make it there. And I'm going to be the popular one, the popularist one over there in Canada, UK, and Europe. And I can see it already before it's action all. I'm flying. I'll see our brothers in the few. Take care of yourself. Stay healthy. But as always, stay conscious and subconscious. to make our words and our mind to come true, to make it all come to life. And I'll see y'all soon.